What's up, guys? Welcome back to Canadian Chums This and That. Other than gamings and some other weird this and that stuff, I'm gonna do a little talk about Canada. I do a lot of online gaming and stuff, and people ask some wild questions. I don't know if anybody else has done anything like this, but I'm just gonna kind of top it off in a nutshell, okay? For starters, yes, we have Tim Hortons coffee. Lately, every year, we have been getting special cards collections for Tim Hortons. I am a sucker for it. You know, I go buy one coffee. I get a medium double. It's $1.80. I turn around, buy one coffee, and before you know it, I got like 20 packs of cards. You know, you get 3 packs of cards in a pack, or 3 cards in a pack. You don't want to know how much money I've spent trying to get these cards, guys. Like, it's just ridiculous, and I got the past 3 years of them. Yes, we like Tim Hortons. Everybody's mad because over in the US and that, a lot of people don't have Tim Hortons, so they can't get the cards and that. But there are a lot of options out there. You know, eBay, Amazon, other little off to the wind sites and stuff like that, where you can get the stuff. So there is always a way around. I know sometimes it can be expensive. Anyways, yes, so Tim Hortons coffee, that's a definite in Canada. Let's go over here. If I can figure out how to go over here. Bear with me for a second here. Oh, here we go. Here's the arrow. All right. Hockey. Yes, we have hockey. We have lots of hockey. The main reason is because we got this cold weather with all this snow over here, which we were a little late this year on snowfall. We've been getting it really handed to us this last few weeks or so. But we don't have to worry about doing that. We don't have to put on roller skates, play inside, whatnot, outside. We got the real deal, the real skates. Okay, this brings me to another section. Collectibles, guys. Canada sucks for getting collectibles, the good stuff. You know, a lot of the good stuff comes from the US. It comes from the UK. All that kind of stuff. Like this Lolbit Five Nights at Freddy's figure, I've been wanting to pick up for my son since the day it came out, and I think that is season 2. I've looked in Walmart. I've even looked online. Unless I want to pay $100 plus through eBay, there's no way I'm going to find this. These things we pay range from $19.99 to $23.99 Canadian funds. My little guy, he's 8, and he really weaseled me into buying all 3 sets. I like to collect a lot of stuff in that too, but I tried to teach him, if you just put it up and not open it, this might be worth a lot more someday, or, you can hand it down to your kids or whatnot. But no, kids being kids, we never did that when we were kids, right? All right, what else do we got on here, guys? We have back to the hockey. Yes, I think a lot of people watch hockey due to the violence. It is a good thing to gather around with friends and buddies and sit back, drink a few beers, shoot the crap. It's just like a get-together thing, Now, like I said, I was never really into hockey myself. But I tell you, when you go to the games, guys, you watch this stuff live. If you're not really into hockey, you will enjoy it. Anyways, let's move on. Yes. This is a definite we do not have, and that's another reason why I love Canada. We do not have these creepy little crawly, 1 sting, 2 stings, you're dead, or you're a good chance of being dead. We got the odd vicious stuff, like we got bears. Bears aren't as popular as everybody thinks. They don't just walk up and down the roads. You might come across one in the woods, or if you're out hunting or whatnot, or in the country. But another good thing is these guys, they stay pretty dormant during the winter. They hibernate. They don't like to come out, which is a good thing. As far as fish, even, we don't have the creepy old piranhas. We don't have sharks, stuff like that. Maybe some parts of Canada. Now I'm speaking to you guys from Ontario, so I'm kind of in the center. I was never really good at geography in school. I never really paid attention to it where I should have. But yeah, we don't have a lot of these poisonous, scary looking things. We might come across a gardener snake. They give you a little bite. A milk snake or a sea snake, or whatever they're called. And I actually caught an eel last year out of the water. That was just terrifying, gross. And the wife just flipped. But yeah, as far as that, the only real thing we have that might hurt you, take a little chunk out, might be like a pike or a muskie. Walleye, they have really sharp teeth too, also known as pickerel. They're the best eating, everybody considers, in Ontario, Canada, except for the big teeth. They got just big teeth. If anybody, Google it if you want to. You're curious what one looks like. Like muskie, and pike, they've been known to take down the small waterfowl. If you have a little tiny dog, little tiny cat, you don't want that. Other than seeing them in the water, they're pretty much harmless. They're just very scary, ugly looking things. What else we got here? Yes, welcome. Us Canadians can be suckers. A lot of us are suckers. We're too kind. For example, I could be driving down the road and bump into somebody, and it's my fault completely, and they turn around and they apologize 5, 10, 15, 20 times. It's my fault, It's not, what are you doing? Watch where you're going. I'm taking you to court. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do this, do that, do this, that. It's, like, I'm sorry. Can I buy you dinner? Are you married? Here's $50 for nothing you did. Pretty much we are just very forgiving people, really kind, as you see, a lot of our resources come from Canada around the world. What else we got here? Igloos. Yes, this is a big one, guys. We do not live in igloos. If you can see behind me, like this isn't an ice wall. This isn't an ice mirror. I don't got big hats on and stuff like that. We do not live in igloos. Every time I play online, people are saying, Canadian, as a, Canadian chum. Is it cold down there? Well, yeah, it's cold down there. Oh, I hear you guys live in igloos. No, we do not live in igloos, guys. We live in normal houses, and, we got wood stoves, we got propane heat, we got oil heat, we got gas heat. If it's cold out, yes, we stay inside. But yes, no, we do not live in igloos, guys. I just want to stress that point right now. And the flag. I love Canada. I am born and raised in Canada. All my family is born and raised in Canada. Our flag, I love our flag. I love our national anthem. And I'm not going to get into politics and other things here, but I wish people would just let it be. Don't worry about changing our flag. Don't worry about our national anthem, If you don't like it, get out of here. This is Canada. This is our place, okay? Now, I'm not speaking out. I hope I'm not offending anybody. But, it's like we don't walk into your house, tell you how to cook, how to wash your dishes. So, just think of somebody coming in to your country, and them coming in your house, just anybody coming in your house and telling you what to do. It just doesn't fly. And if everybody would realize this, we wouldn't have war, famine, all this crap. It's just a bunch of kids with a higher ratio, like a video game. They just because the one thinks the wind blows to the west, and the other one thinks the wind blows the east. Just come to a conclusion. The wind doesn't blow. You don't got to start war over this. You don't got to get all this stuff going. It's just ridiculous. Like a lot of people just got to grow up, and everybody's got to get along. And, as Canada, a lot of us are peacekeepers. We don't look for war. We don't try to, most of us, everybody's different. We don't try to encourage war. We go down, we try to help people out if we can. If Canada is there for you, right? And this is another thing. Beavers. That's our trademark, the Canadian beaver. Yes, if we get up and it's a cold day, and we're not in our igloos, guys, and you wake us up from our little hibernating under our, big warm comfy sheets, and it's really cold and wind blowing, snowing outside, we might give you this face, but then, we're going to turn around and apologize 50,000 times about it anyways. And Canadians' money. I can never figure this out of a lot of money out there. I love our bills, the coloring, the textures, they're so authentic, real looking. I was born in the 80s, so I was around, the $2 bill and stuff like that. Now I heard they're talking about phasing out the $5 bill, which I hope not. If they do, everybody go get a metal detector. Just start looking around, here's $5, there's $5, you find a couple $5 coins if they have them in 5 minutes. How much does that work out an hour you just made, right? Like I said before, I'm into collecting, so I got a nice set of the 1937 Gordon Towers, 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20 Canadian dollar bills. I also have a 1954. What's her name? It's not coming right now. Body is just, that's it. But same, a 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 for the kids. When they grow up, they can look back. I look back at this and I think, wow, right? Anyways, let's move on. What do we got? We already kind of talked about war here. I guess my pictures are a little off, but yeah, we don't need this stuff, guys. Let's all just get along. Let's peacekeep. If we all band together, what happens? They're talking about aliens and stuff now, extraterrestrials, all this stuff in space they've been finding out. Like when I went to school, there was Pluto was a planet. Now it's not a planet. So, does that change the history in our teachings kind of thing? And the stuff they were finding out, knowledge is so expensive, and if it wasn't the money deal, you just imagine what they could comprehend. Same as diseases, cancer. Like, come on, tell me they don't have a cure for cancer. They can almost make a rodent walk and talk, It's just, I guess it's just the government and the world leaders of way to keep the population down, or they're just making a lot of money, which I think isn't fair either. If that's the thing, if, say they want to travel out in space further, you're going to have the guy that has to do the thinking, the scientists, and you have to have the builders, the crew that makes sure everything works, and so on and so on. Well, you know what? The builder's going to want to get paid. The scientists going to want to get paid. So that's how money kind of just puts a drop on knowledge, right? Knowledge it should be priceless, but it's so expensive. I'm kind of getting off topic here anyways. But yeah, no, if everybody just stick together, Snow, and more snow. Yes, we got lots of snow. One thing we get to do is we get to go skidooing. Skidooing is so fun, especially when you throw a buddy on the back on a GT or an inner tube or something like that. Just make sure there's no trees around, guys, because those things can hurt. I think I'm coming close to the end. Okay, healthcare. That's another thing. Healthcare is great. It's kind of sucks that somebody with a little ache or pain will go sit in the ER and sit there and wait and wait and wait when somebody walks in with a broken arm, and they're waiting longer. Now there's nothing really we can do about it. It's cutbacks. They don't have enough doctors, enough nurses, stuff like that. But the good thing is, if you guys have patience and you don't mind waiting for a little bit, you break your arm, you go in, you're covered. You don't have to mortgage your house. You don't have to sell everything you got. You don't have to have 5 babies, turn around and sell them like, Rumpelstiltskin deal to pay it off. And I think that's really good. So yes, Canada, thank you for that. Yes, this is a cow. This is a cow from Reed's Dairy, guys. Reed's Dairy is pretty much like a dairy farm place. Milk, cheese, curds, yogurts, ice creams, all that stuff. And in the summertime they have loony shakes and toonie shakes. They're thick, you just about suck your ears and your brain trying to suck on them. But other than that, the price is right and they're good. That's another thing I wanted to bring. I've heard that a lot of places don't have bagged milk. They're still in the cartons like the old days, where you turn around, you buy, I can't even remember, what is it, a 3-liter jug. Like, going to pour your cereal with that. You see it on the commercials, the cartoons, movies, people pour a little bit of Fruit Loops and get this big old bucket out and they're pouring it in there. And, it's just a pain in the butt. Mind you, yeah, you can turn around, go back, get your quarter, 45 cents, whatever it is back. But we got bags, 1-liter bags. We got 3 in a bag. And we have a little milk carton. A lot of people probably do have this too, but I just figured I'd mention it, sake of talk. And, we put the bag and snip the end, and it's nice and light, pouring our coffee, whatever we need. It's just so easy. The only thing that sucks is the kids, right? They'll drink the milk, they'll eat the cereal, they'll use it for all this stuff, and they'll turn around and they'll put the empty thing back in the fridge. They don't tell you, they don't empty it, but that's a thing as growing up. That's a kid, you got to learn how to get out of that. And now I don't know if on my streams I say a lot of but you guys might be able to tell by my lingual, my tongue. I'm Canadian. I don't see any difference myself, but if like I listen to somebody, like in Irish, Scotland, all those places, they have their own way of tongue, the way they talk with their slang and their accents and stuff like that. Not all us Canadians are hillbillies. There's a good chunk of hillbillies out there, the old shotguns and all this crazy stuff they do. I imagine you can find that kind of stuff on YouTube. But we have our own little things, like, how are you today? Are you coming to play? And like I said, I do a lot of that when I'm playing online gaming too. Now, anybody remember South Park? Terrence and Phillip? The little guy there, I can't remember his name. He always said a boot. Well, us Canadians don't say a boot, okay? We do not say it. Now, if we're joking, we might say it, but I think we're just a boot at the end of our pictures here, guys. If anybody else can think of something else they're curious about Canada, please don't get me, into the deep past, like who discovered this, geography kind of stuff. I'm not really familiar with that. Geography, history, all that kind of stuff. That's the past. Let's not worry about it. But if there's anything anybody wants to know that I might be able to help them with, please feel free to mention it in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you guys like this video. I'm just going to come out and say it again. Canadian Chum here. I love Canada. Nothing's better. And that's my opinion. And don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos from games, reviews, this and that. Canada, anything. If you click the bell for notifications at the top, it'll let you know when I upload or I'm live. I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing, but I'm slowly kind of moving into it. And I got help from my 12-year-old son that knows so much more about computers and stuff than I do. And I'm actually using his laptop right now. Also a mention out for him. He has a little YouTube channel himself. It's called Blue and Green Bros YT. He gets in there, does some Roblox gameplay and other little indie-like games, that a lot of the younger generation are into nowadays. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hope wherever you are, you're keeping warm. And I guess that's about it, Thanks for watching Canadian Chums. This